Welcome to the Footbridge Media Weekly Round-Up, where we take online marketing and contractor-adjacent news, boil it down to a few talking points, so you can learn a little bit of news and carry on with your day. So for this week, for November the 9th, 2023, this was from Pro Remodeler, but I've seen it other places on the web as well. Owens Corning has announced the 2024 Shingle color of the year, and it is gray. More specifically, this is Williamsburg Gray, which the vendor describes as slate grays with volcanic black shades and an earthy brown tones, and a timeless color statement on a home's roof. So there you have it. The official color is gray this year from Owens Corning. This one's a little bit more tantalizing to me. This is from Contractor Mag, although it's been publicized other places as well. A little bit of information about the Inaugural Plumbing National Championship. So the Elite Trades Championship Series in general has been around for, looks like 8, 9, 10 years, somewhere around there. They've basically done trades competitions, electricians, automotive industries, and HVAC kind of competitions. This is the first year that they've had a plumbing national championship. It's also the first year where a single participant has crossed over and been the champion in 2 specific categories. So I won't spoil it. You can always look at the articles online if you like. But you can actually watch these things unfold. You can check it out online at the CBS Sports Network in your neighborhood, see where that's going to air. But sometime in December, check your local listings. If you're interested, you can watch the Inaugural Plumbing National Championship competition. From Entrepreneur, 3 powerful SEO techniques that will boost your website's search engine ranking. The 3 techniques are focusing on content velocity, guest posting, and using AI. So to boil those things down, content velocity, that's basically to say, obviously we want to have quality content, but if you can have quantity as well, that's the recommendation. Basically, produce content well at the speed that you can. So to kind of take it back to the contractor marketing world, project posts are a great example of this. Project posts, we usually recommend, at the most once every 2 weeks is a pretty good cadence to post that kind of content. It allows you to deliver good quality content without flooding your website, and also you'll always have a good core library of content that you could push out slowly on a regular basis. Guest posting really doesn't impact contractors too much, and most small businesses like that, so we'll skip that one. But writing with AI processes, that's an interesting one. That's one that we've touched on here before and in different videos before. AI does not replace a writer. It's a tool. AI is a great way to augment the writing process, but it does not replace a writer. So again, to bring it back to the contractor marketing world, if you're interested in trying AI out and you're also contributing project posts on a fairly regular basis, and maybe you have a little bit of difficulty preparing the content for that kind of thing, write a few bullet points. You can use something like a ChatGPT to help you to flesh out those bullet points into a paragraph of content. That's a great way to experiment a little bit with AI in the way that it really should be done, in the way that it's meant to be done. This one here from SearchEngineLand, the business profile, the new suspension appeal process. Now this is interesting because it's something I've talked about recently. One of the bigger complaints for Google Business Profile suspensions is that when you got that suspension, there was no clue as to why you were suspended. You wouldn't get a specific, here's the rule you broke and here's how you can fix it. That changes now. Now when you get a notification about suspension, it will include your violation type. It'll help you to try to understand what you need to do to correct the listing so that you can properly appeal it. Previously, you had to use the Google Business Profile reinstatement form. It looks like that it might be then transitioning instead to the appeals tool, which is this new tool. The one thing of note here, when you start this appeal process, at a certain point, you trigger a 60-minute countdown. Everything has to be completed within that time period as far as uploading the evidence and correcting any issues, any errors to remedy the suspension. So that's the key thing here. It's a 60-minute timer, but there is no countdown timer that you watch. You just have to know from that point to check your own watch that you have 60 minutes to complete it. So if you start this process too early, if you don't correct the core problem on your profile, if you don't have access to the things you need to upload, that might look like your business license, your tax certificates, utility bills, business registration forms, any documentation that you might need to upload to support your suspension appeal claim. If you don't have that stuff scanned digitally ready to go, and you start that 60-minute timer, you could miss your window, and therefore you might lose out on access to your Google Business Profile. And we'd have to tell you that's a major problem. Google Business Profiles are a major tool in the online marketing catalog there. So if you're going to do these sorts of things, if you're a Footbridge Media client, always check in with us. Let us know if you've got an issue and we can work with you. We always recommend to not play with that as much as possible to allow us to help you out to manage your Google Business Profile. And the last thing here was a quick one from FundingCircle, the power of networking. We talk about networking a lot in the context of getting additional leads. This also goes on to say, hey, don't forget networking is also great for building skills, for making new business relationships, to learn from other like-minded business operators. They recommend checking out local associations, professional associations, volunteering opportunities, industry and trade shows, networking. Basically, at the end of the day, collaborate, find other like-minded people to not just get leads, but also to learn how you can improve and build your business. That's all for this week. Hopefully we've kept you up to date with some recent news without wasting too much of your time. As always, Footbridge Media clients can reach out to their marketing consultant team here with any marketing questions or concerns. If you're not already a Footbridge Media client, perhaps you should consider us. We are an online marketing agency that focuses specifically on contractors and home service providers like roofers, electricians, pressure washers, and the like. We're here to help to streamline and simplify your online marketing experience, and we do that with no contracts, no hidden fees, no build fees. We even have a 90-day money-back guarantee on our core marketing program. So if you've got any other questions or concerns, if you'd like more contractor marketing tips and tricks, or if you'd like to learn a little bit more about Footbridge Media, you can check us out online at footbridgemedia.com.